Hey guys, today we are going to be looking at the Transformers Armada Jetfire, and here he is. He's not really a jet, obviously. He's a space shuttle, but whatever. Um, and I really like the space shuttle mode. I love the look of it. I like the more like futuristic looking front. How it's not like the round bulbous like nose of like a real one, I guess you could say. Um, he is missing a couple of pieces. I think there's some sort of there's some sort of thing that goes in these little like gray boxes because there's a minicon peg and it would activate some sort of gimmick under these. I don't know what it is. I got this used, so I have no idea. Um, there are two panels that go on this hinge and would cover up the top of his head right there, and they're just some like somewhat like cosmetic panels in robot mode. Um, I think the I think this becomes his gun. This big thruster piece becomes his gun in um, robot mode, and I think it's supposed to light up. I don't know, and it probably makes sounds. Um, I have never put batteries in it. I don't know if there's batteries in it. I don't know if it works. Whatever. And I don't know where it would tab in, but the um, chest plate for him and Optimus Prime's combination. I don't have that. I don't. Yeah, I just don't have it. So he's missing a couple of pieces, but not enough for me to like not do a review over him. So yeah, I really like the space shuttle mode. I like the fact that they use transparent uh, plastic for the thrusters. I just like the colors all around. I just like everything all around. And that's one thing that, at least on my copy, these wings come undone super easily from these pegs. There are those holes in the feet, and they just don't like to really stay in. Like it doesn't take a lot of force to uh, knock those out of their place. Like me just setting it down, that one already came undone. So yeah, that can be a little annoying. So yeah. Uh, so I'll show off what this port does, since I don't know what these ones do, but I'll show off these ones. I just have Ice Pick, I think that's his name. And I'm just gonna set him on. And these two, maybe, hopefully you saw it early this side, these two wings come up. I think that's pretty cool. Not, like the coolest gimmick in the world, but, still something, still exists, So yeah. Another gimmick that I really like about this guy is you can open up this whole bay, as you've seen it like splitting. And this is where like I think this is where like a satellite probe or like those arm things to repair or grab rocks or something, I think, come out of like space shuttles. So yeah, the fact that it opens up is already cool, but it has all these like schematics of different like uh a map of a planet, like diagnostics for stuff, I don't know, just planets, solar systems. I just think it's really cool, very detailed. Um, I think they did something very similar to this on the Earthrise Skylinks, and I just really like the fact that it's even on there. This side is blank, but yeah, I really like the fact that it's even there and molded in. So yeah, uh, so yeah, that's really it for the shuttle mode. Obviously, due to its flat base, you can stand it up. You can put it however you want, like so. You can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, I really like it, and let's get into the transformation. So I'm gonna first start off with this piece, these pieces. You're just gonna open them up like so, And now you're gonna, I like to swing these like 180, like I'm gonna raise the camera up. I like to swing them somewhat out, like straight. I don't like to fold them out to their final position. I just like them like this for right now. So now we can come back here. I like to flip these thrusters down first, and now we can split these, which will become the legs, as you can see from the feet. Very secure, obviously. And then you just disconnect this, and this was the gun, so we'll set that off to the side. And now these, you can fold that down, fold the other side down, and I like to extend them now, like so. So there we go. There we have the legs. So now I like to just move these out of the way, so like so. So now we can straighten these up, and then just slide them, bring them back just slightly. Now you can unpeg the arms from the inside. Now you can come back here and close this back up, like so. And now you can just bring those together. So now bring the arms out. I like to extend them first, like so. And then they don't really peg together, but you just somewhat rest there. And now you bring all of this down, flip up the head, and this is where those panels would be. You'd flip these panels, they would flip out, then you could flip up the head, and then they'd be sitting like right out here-ish. So yeah, and now you just bring that up his chest, that little spot. And now I'll give him his gun and put it in his hand. Gonna lower this, just get everything all situated. Just gonna raise it up a tiny bit. And there you have Armada Jetfire. He has super tall wings, and obviously they're ratcheted. So if you don't want them like that, you could put them down. You could have them out like that. But I like to have it like the cartoon. So I just have them straight up. And yeah. I like him. I love him. I love his transformation. I love his style. I love everything about him. But I can see why this style of Jetfire would need a new toy. It's very dated, and it shows it. Like he's very expressive in the arms. He has ratchets in and out and in, ratchet shoulders, bicep swivel, elbows, wrist swivel, and obviously due to transformation he doesn't get a waist, but he doesn't have any legs except for the knees. And then he has that, but without any hips, his knees and his ankles can't do anything. His head, just a little swivel. I think, no, there isn't any light piping. And another thing, and that's, very good toy, but once again, just like he's during Armada. So Armada was, they're still learning. They were still into like the gimmick phase. Like, we need to put a gimmick into the toy, but we need to still make it, somewhat look like a robot and somewhat functional, like moving arms. And really, the balance point really didn't make it until Cybertron. And Armada was, I just showed you, he has a couple of gimmicks. So, and due to his design, of course, but it still hinders him in articulation and by modern standards, the things that we find good nowadays. This was perfect for 2001, 2002. It was perfect, but now it's debatable, because we have different standards. But yeah, like the fact that these don't peg in, and the fact that the whole body is very flimsy. It's literally just these back pieces. This piece holding the body together. And that's why sometimes you see, this is just like a mushroom peg, somewhat, not really, but it's not like pinned in. It's just a regular friction connection essentially. That's why whenever you get on eBay or the used market, sometimes you see this guy completely mangled. One whole half of him is gone. And that's one of my gripes, is that you're just like moving him, and it comes undone. Now it's not, but it will just come undone, and there you can't move him. So I that's just what I think. Those are like a few of my criticisms of it. But I really like this guy. I love his transformation. I love his look. I love his face. I just love his dinky, cartoony face. He just reminds me of that like 60s, 70s anime robot design. Like just super simplistic, super cartoony. I just really like it, and I think I can see some stress marks on these red pieces, due to like the flexing of these two halves. So that's a little kind of upsetting, but I really like him. I just like it. Just he's a fun, dumb, big robot, and I feel like I always say this, but I just really like him. I don't have too much experience with Jetfires. Like, I can't say too much about like if he's good to the other ones. Like, I don't have the Commander class Jetfire. I don't have the Thrilling 31. I don't have the. It's either Classics or Universe 2.0. Can't remember. Don't have that one. Don't have the Revenge of the Fallen one. I might as well not have the G1, because mine is missing both of his arms, and I don't have the animated one. He's good for what he is, but comparing him to like the other Jetfires, I can't say. I can't say if he's one of the better ones or one of the better Jetfire toys. I just can't say. Even in like the third party scene, I just don't know, because I don't have any. But for Armada, I like him, and especially the big gimmick that he does, combining with Optimus Prime. I think that's really cool. I have done it. If I do a video on Optimus, then I'll probably put him in it. But I don't know. So I'll just see. But yeah, I don't know how much this guy goes for, but I think he's. I don't know. I don't know. Just I can't remember what I paid for him. How much I got him for, but I like him. He definitely has some problems. He can't even move his legs. Definitely emulates the still like the G1 engineering still sitting within it. The heavy gimmicks, but lack of articulation. Sort of like they didn't learn too much from Beast Wars, kinda. But doesn't really matter. It's all part of building a franchise, building anything. You have to learn from mistakes, learn from your past, learn from anything. Anything you build, anything you make, whatever. You got to learn from it. So yeah, pretty much all I have to say for Transformers Armada Jetfire. So, till next time, see ya.